Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. It's Wednesday, October 9th, which is
I feel like our seats are really close right now.
Are they?
They feel really close.
I was having a hard time with the seats, and it didn't feel right. But no, this feels right to me.
Oh, yeah.
Did
I
I
don't
do
know.
something differently with it? I didn't.
No, I don't know. It just feels really close.
All right, sorry, you don't want to be close.
Well, there's
to
a
me.
hurricane going on right now, which is pretty fun.
Yeah,
Safety
I'm not
numbers.
freaking out at all.
Yeah,
the
you've
Cali
never
kid.
been a part of hurricanes. It's you've
Yeah,
texted
how
me-
are you guys so calm?
Bro, it's just a little bit of rain and wind. It's also like it's not hitting.
It's a
Miami.
no, it's not a little. It's
If
like
I was
a
in
fuck
Tampa,
ton of
I'd
it.
be shitting bricks and getting the hell out of Tampa Bay.
Correct.
But I live in Miami, which
Correct.
is not on the path of totality.
But if it goes a little south,
I just think of the
Adam, you said yesterday if it starts to go a little south, how fucked are we?
We're not. It's gonna have to go across land either way.
If it goes
there's gonna be a lot-
south
you
that
also
much.
live in on the 18th floor, Jack, and your car. I
No,
imagine,
category
is not on the
5.
ground
Category
floor.
5 for anyone. Like, yes, he would be fine. But category 5, if it was hitting us directly like Tampa Bay, we'd all be gone.
Yes, no shit.
So
but
we'd
that's
be
not
moving.
what's happening.
But that's not what's happening. So we're not reacting. I'm not going anywhere. I did stock up on a couple pita chips. Love Stacy's.
Yeah, I got
and
some
Those
snacks.
are good.
I'm great. The Thins also fantastic.
Can we talk about
15.
football? Can we talk about the sport that this podcast is
hold
about?
on. We do need to
We do
talk
need
a
to
little
have
bit
a
about
what's-
like, yeah,
what's
like
making you so
if you're
angry
in
about
Tampa,
this?
like hey,
Yes, if you're in Tampa, we live in Miami.
no, but like,
Well, no,
but if you
thoughts and
are in
prayers.
Tampa, yeah, exactly.
Baker Mayfield will save you.
Yeah,
Okay, fair.
I don't know.
That's
if they're,
fair.
I don't know if their football stadium is going to be operational after this.
Well,
It's-
there was
like, it's
another.
gonna-
Well, it's not the only hurricane that happened. This one happened yesterday specifically, and there's one also going today. The hurricane is Robert Saleh went straight through the Jets organization.
That was interesting.
That was a pretty bad transition,
because
man.
it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's one of the
tried.
worst transitions I've ever heard.
No, I swung, and sometimes you
Swung
strike
and a
out.
miss.
I do want to talk about Robert Saleh.
Let's
and
hear
I'll
Pat first.
Yeah, I'm going
Just
to give
go.
you the floor. I do want to do a run of show. We do have a very exciting show today. A lot of things to talk about. I've updated power rankings. Fun fact. The Dolphins have moved up. I know everyone was wondering. We're going to give a 50K league update. We're going to do some power rankings. There might be a live trade that happens between Handshake Bets and Caps Off on the pod, so that might be fun. Derek also got his first loss to defeated JoJo. He was not undefeated. That's, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
that's
I had
opposite.
injuries and buys. Yeah, man.
Shut up.
Just you, Derek.
So we're going to talk
Just
about the
you.
50K league. We're also going to go through every team's updated win totals, and I want to see if we're going over or under on them. So obviously
that.
through 5 weeks, what is the updated win totals? We're going to do most big plays through week 6, talk about those teams. Pat, you have 2 fantasy games, which are going to be a lot of fun.
do.
What are they?
We're just going to rank the best and worst picks. Top 10 best and worst picks. Based
You
on
ranked them,
value
right?
And all that. I ranked them, yeah.
That's fun. Jack has a blind taste test,
Yeah, it's player A versus player B. It's 2 running backs.
and then we'll finish up by doing first team all pro.
Hell yeah.
Let's get into the episode.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened with the Jets, Pat?
I don't even know how to
go.
frame this.
Just let it
What are your
fly.
thoughts on Robert Saleh being fired?
Yeah, okay. Robert Saleh was always the problem with the Jets, and this needed to happen. But 5 weeks into the season feels like the biggest overreaction ever, and is just so abundantly clear that this is Aaron Rodgers' organization, and everybody
about to say
else
that.
in this organization is just bending the knee to him to make him happy. You have to imagine this had something to do with maybe they want to get Devontae Adams, and Aaron Rodgers wants Robert Saleh out, and he is going to build this team to what Aaron Rodgers wants. And Woody Johnson, I think, is literally just like the pocket guy from Prison Break is what Woody Johnson is to Aaron Rodgers. It's just come tag along with
teabag,
me.
teabag.
Yeah,
Teabag,
teabag.
yeah.
It's an embarrassment. This is not what a team that wins the Super Bowl does. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say an interim head coach has never won a Super Bowl.
Never.
Yeah,
There's no
So
way.
that's out the window for the Jets, and that was the goal coming into the season. Say what you want about the Jets. We had Super Bowl expectations. We have a Super Bowl capable roster, but we are not a Super Bowl capable organization. We're a joke. We're a
I
joke.
think my thoughts of this is that it's like the biggest Jets will jet, like
Yeah.
losers
said
stay
it.
losers move
Yep.
of all time. Like Robert Saleh, sure, was not a great coach, and he was part of the problem in New York. But I think the biggest problem that the Jets have is that, like you said, everyone is Aaron Rodgers' little bitch.
Yes.
And everyone is going to do whatever the fuck that guy wants because he won a Super Bowl. Like, that's just not what winning organizations do. You work together. You don't. Like, I guarantee you, Robert Saleh probably thought that Nathaniel Hackett was a bit of a problem. There were reports who said that Nathaniel Hackett was going to be a guy to go.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers goes, nope, that's my guy. You're going to fire Saleh instead because he doesn't want him there.
Yeah,
So, some fucking bullshit.
I am of the belief now that fuck it, Aaron Rodgers, it's your team. You make every call. You make every decision. the ball is in your court. Our successes
That
and our
can't go
failures
over.
are
But
100% his fault now. It's
What
just we know now.
What successful franchise
None.
or team in
Not
history
even
of the
Patrick
NFL
Mahomes
has
runs
ever
that.
done that shit?
It's
Tom
experiment.
Brady took fucking pay cuts so he could have a good team to win Super Bowls. Like, he was not selfish. Patrick Mahomes, not selfish. Like, Aaron Rodgers is the most selfish fucking prick
I think what's
on
crazy,
the planet.
I think what's crazy about this whole Robert Saleh situation is the fact that the entire coaching staff showed up to work today or yesterday, I guess we'll say, with the expo. Oh no, they showed up today because we're gonna make this clip.
No, they showed up Monday.
They showed up today, Tuesday.
Yes.
Just saying,
No,
they showed up on
they showed
Tuesday.
up Monday. Everyone was in the building on Monday, and no one had a clue that this was
Correct.
coming.
Same with today. From what they're reporting on Twitter, everyone showed up. No one had a clue. They started game planning for the Bills. And then Robert Saleh was told by Woody Johnson that he was fired, and security escorted him out. He did not even get to address the team, something that Adam Gase was able to do, which I think is pretty
Adam
good.
Gase was allowed
We didn't
to do
even
that?
fire Adam Gase in the middle of the season.
And I think it's the first time in Woody Johnson's tenure that
25
they've
years.
ever fired
Yeah.
a head coach in the middle of the season. What this signifies to me is that this officially marks the Jets as not being Super Bowl contenders. this
Yeah,
year.
no
It
shit,
is
man.
but I'm just saying, like this is the most unrealistic thing to do to try and fix the issues. Robert Saleh is the scapegoat. He is not the problem. Robert Saleh did
He
not
is the
throw,
problem, though. So
Robert
look-
Saleh did not throw 3 interceptions. Robert Saleh did not have a 53% completion percentage.
Robert
Robert
Saleh
Saleh's not
is-
overthrowing everybody.
Robert Saleh is the problem. This just isn't the
he's
solution. There was no solution to be had here. The Jets
Robert
just
Saleh was
fucking suck.
one of the
Aaron
problems.
Rodgers being washed and mailing it in is the problem.
Well, he had a good game the game before.
I don't even blame
That's
him.
hard.
Like I don't even blame Aaron Rodgers.
You lost to the Vikings not because of Robert Saleh.
I disagree. Like, because we came out and we're down 17-0 in the first quarter. That comes into coaching and not having your team ready to show up and play. And that has been
But
a
Aaron
trend.
Rodgers also
That's
had a
been a
couple
trend the
terrible
entire
interceptions.
fucking season.
I don't
The
disagree.
team doesn't
I
show
don't-
up
I
ready
don't-
to play because they're poorly coached.
I don't
Aaron
disagree,
Rodgers had a
but-
pick 6 in the first quarter.
Because they're poorly coached. I don't
no,
give a
that
fuck.
doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does, because it's like they just aren't a team that is prepared to win football games, and that comes down to the head coach.
No.
No one shows up ready to win.
I agree with you. Robert Saleh was part of the problem.
He is the problem!
No, he is not the
You're
only
not
problem.
going to solve everything by just firing him.
As I said, this isn't the solution. There was no fucking solution. The Jets are just a fucking
So
dumpster
you're
fire.
saying when you say Robert Saleh is the problem,
Yes.
was the problem, it's only his fault, no one else's? That's fucking bullshit.
No, obviously 100% of the blame doesn't fall on someone, but if you want to point to someone to blame, you blame
Aaron
the guy who's
Rodgers.
fucking in charge. You blame the guy who's in charge of the team.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers.
Fair enough, but you guys are pissing me the fuck off because what do you want the Jets to do? What should we have done?
You should have fired Nathaniel Hackett.
What does that do?
Your offense has been abysmal
Offense has been
all
bad.
fucking season.
But okay, and then what solution is had by firing our offensive coordinator? Who's going to call the plays?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron, it's again.
Literally
you guys
anyone
aren't
else.
hearing me. There's no fucking solution when your team's a fucking dumpster fire and you're a clown organization. There aren't solutions to problems that can't be fucking solved, and this is one of them. The Jets will never be good. It's that fucking simple. Let's move on.
That was a great way to close it, man.
I got
Just really want to circle back. There is still hope.
No, there's not.
There has been an interim head coach to win.
Okay, who?
Technically, Todd Bowles did it in 2023. Bruce Arians stepped down.
Oh.
And also, there's a weird stat out here that someone else did it in like 2013, but that one sounded less legit.
Who is it?
Wait,
It was the Broncos.
what did Todd Bowles win?
The Super Bowl.
With what team? With
the
With
Bucks.
the Bucks?
Was
Oh,
it
you
not
said
Brady? It was-
2023.
I forgot Bruce Arians.
Well,
was-
2022,
Bruce
2023
Arians was
season, I think.
sick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce Arians stepped down and became an offensive
Not-
consultant.
For
Not-
whatever
not
the
fired, you
interim-
had to have escorted
for
out of the
whatever
building by
it's
security.
worth.
interim head coach.
If you're a betting man, head coach gets fired, team usually wins the next week. So that benefits the Dolphins.
This
and
becomes a
congratulations,
must
Pat.
win
Anything.
game.
Shut the,
This-
all of you shut the fuck up.
Monday night versus the Bills becomes must win, or this season's actually over for the Jets. My opinion.
All right,
Is it Monday
Pat.
Night Football?
I care about the Mets and the Mets only. The Jets mean nothing to me.
All right.
Islanders start on Thursday too, and the Knicks start soon after. Jets can fucking kick rocks.
IU football 6-0.
Exactly. The Jets, in my totem pole of teams I give a shit about, there are 10 teams, a mile of fucking bullshit, and then the Jets. Yes, it is. It's a decision you have to make at some
The
point.
level of passion signifies to me that they are right there with the Mets.
No.
I think they're number 2.
It's all right. It's okay. Put them on pause for right now. Put them on pause for right now.
It's okay. Put them on pause right now.
Move on!
Let's talk about some power rankings. How about that, Pat? How do we get you
wait.
back?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
And at 29, the New York Jets.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way to go.
Definitely not a solution, but get into
Actually,
it,
I'm
Adam.
at 17.
Get into it. Then
I
that's
don't-
a poor spot for them. They should be lower.
This should be like, okay. Well, there you go.
Well, I made this before Aaron Rodgers decided to fire his head coach.
I still
So,
don't think, yeah.
Do you see the clip of him that was, when it was on what's that fucking Caleb Presley show? The Sunday.
Yeah. He's like, would you
whatever it
fire?
is.
What was
Yeah.
there? Was that out of context?
But I don't know. He's like, would you go fire your head coach? He's like, yeah.
I feel like I
One
had to
last
do that.
bit on the Jets. I know I said let's move on, but I can't believe I tried to spin zone the Robert Saleh, Aaron Rodgers hug gate into something positive.
Yeah.
I tried to spin that into their fiery competitors, and Aaron Rodgers wants to win, yada, yada, yada.
It turns out Aaron Rodgers just fucking hates him.
Yeah.
And I'll bet you, I'm gonna just put out my thought real quick on why Saleh had to get escorted out by security. That's a big motherfucker. So like, if you have to escort him out, he probably said some crazy shit.
No.
He probably found Aaron Rodgers and cussed him the fuck out.
No. This
Probably
isn't.
did.
No, they are professionals. That would ruin his credibility. No,
Nope.
that
I'm
shit.
just that's my thought.
That's
Okay,
a
move
bad
on,
thought.
move on.
Welcome
I
back to
said
the
one
moving,
last
though.
thing. I
We're
didn't
moving.
say three more things. I said one, and I got to say it.
All right. I'm going to give my updated power rankings, all right? So this is
Please.
week 6 power rankings. I went through every single team in the NFL, ranked them 1 through 32. Spoiler alert, the Dolphins are not 32 anymore.
31.
Maybe. I don't know.
Go Fins. Fins up.
Number 1, they haven't moved for me, the Vikings.
Really?
Yes, they have not moved for me.
I think that's
Okay.
fair. Yeah.
They beat the
Yeah.
Jets in London, and like we said, the way they were able to beat them, I think that's really
I
impressive.
think the fact that Travis Kelce looks really back would maybe make the Chiefs one.
And
No.
Rashi Rice isn't out for the season.
Number 2, the Chiefs, because they have injuries, I'm going to keep.
Yeah,
By the way, this was my 1 and 2 of last week. The fact that in 2024, Kareem Hunt is the starting running back, Travis Kelce is still there. They got
Juju
Juju Smith
130.
running fucking routes. The Chiefs are inevitable.
It's just a throwback.
It makes
team.
no sense. Sorry, my
was
voice
really
cracked
high.
right. I couldn't
Yeah.
even get it out. It
That
was
one,
so
that one
high.
actually like hurt.
They are inevitable.
It's insane to me how they could do that. Like Kareem Hunt was sitting on free agency and was just there for the taking.
Oh, they can do that because they have Patrick Mahomes and
And
Andy
Andy
Reid.
Reid.
he
That's
looks-
exactly what I was going to say.
but he
Jack.
looks amazing, and even Juju
It
looked
doesn't
amazing.
Because they
matter.
had
It's
Pat
'cause-
Mahomes
That's
and
my
Andy Reid.
point.
Yeah,
It's
because
insane
you have
to
a
me.
superstar quarterback and you have
It
one
shows
of the
how
best offensive
inept
minds in
every other
football.
franchise
You
is.
can
Number
plug
3,
in any NFL talent, and they do well in that system.
number 3, the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, who's
4-1
below?
against the Bills.
No, I'm just curious who's below.
Number 5, the Lions. Number 4, the Lions. Sorry.
For the Lions.
4, the Lions.
Okay.
Number
Seems
5,
high.
the Ravens.
I would almost have the
have
Ravens,
the Ravens
above those two teams.
I would have
know
the
they don't
Ravens
as
at
good of a
least over
record.
the Lions.
The Lions were on a bye, so I'm not gonna take that away. I get the Ravens were good, but I'm gonna
But the
be
Ravens actually did something.
And
good.
they also showed you everything you needed to see to believe that they are a contender.
correct. No doubt about it. No problem with that.
Aren't
fine,
the Lions
fine.
3-1?
The Lions, they're 3-1.
3-1,
Yeah. Commanders number 6.
Wow.
Woo!
That feels high, but it probably
They were. I
isn't.
think I put them at 8. the
You
week
did,
before,
and I
so
guess,
I got to
yeah,
give
move
them
them up.
That
credit.
seems high.
But they put up
yeah,
34
yeah.
points against the Browns defense.
I've
It's-
always been high on the Browns, and the Browns.
I thought you were about to say I've always been high on the Commanders. I was
No,
gonna shut
I've
up.
always been high on the Browns, and for you to put up that many points on
Yeah.
that defense is impressive.
Is
I
the
can't take
defense
that away.
even that good anymore just because the offense is so bad.
Well,
the
that's the
defense is
thing,
on-
though.
Yeah.
The
Also,
defense is still good. The offense has
It's
the
literally
ball a lot.
called power rankings. We are reacting.
Yes.
I am reacting to what has happened, and this team was literally number 1 3 weeks ago, but at number 7 now, they're the Buffalo Bills. Like they're falling fast, and frankly, I think I'm being generous.
I agree.
like
little bit.
Josh Allen was 9 of 30.
9 for 30.
They have
They're
no
not-
wide
they're
receivers.
Not a great 3-2 team. Like their first 3 wins.
I think
That's
you
not-
also saw ultimate panic move out of them of trying to concuss Josh Allen back out
Absolutely.
there in like a
Crazy.
very important spot in the game. They were like, we cannot lose this game. His health be damned. Go out there and get us a touchdown, and
Yeah.
it didn't even work.
He has no one to go to. So I think the Bills
Matt
could be a lot
Collins.
lower, but I'm gonna keep them there. 8, the Packers. I know it was just the Rams, but what they're able to still do and still find ways to win. And
Yeah.
Jordan Love was out for 2 games. I got the Packers
it
at 8.
just it feels high for like they kind of barely eked out.
I think they're going to earn their way into
I
the
think
8th
the Rams
spot.
are
It
better.
feels high right now, but I do think they are a top 10 football team.
Number 9, the Cowboys.
Okay.
Good win against the Steelers.
Good win against a good team.
Sure.
10, the Falcons. Round it out.
Love that.
I can't put them above the Cowboys. If they played today, I would still take the Cowboys.
10 the Falcons. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falcons
I
are
think
so fun, bro.
The Falcons could jump up really high if Kirk gets
Yeah,
going.
The Falcons,
Like,
and if Bijan gets going. 11, the Eagles.
Yeah, I
that
guess.
doesn't do much.
They were on a bye. They were
Yeah.
injured, and
They're
now
2-2?
they're still 2 and 2.
Is AJ Brown, Devontae Smith coming back anytime soon?
Yes, they're back this week. They're back
Both?
this week. Yes, both.
Oh, heavens.
Wow, that's what I saw on Twitter. 12, the Niners. I know you lost.
That feels like a good spot.
There's nothing I can say.
You were, by the
Yeah.
way, you were there last time.
That feels like a good
No,
spot
we were,
for you guys.
we were like 9.
Yeah, they were top 10. 9 or 9.
Okay, you dropped a little bit.
That
Yeah.
feels perfect.
That
I
feels
think.
that
Thank
feels
you.
fine. I don't hate it.
13, the Bucks. I know they lost, but I still think the Bucks are a good team.
Great game against a good team. Falcons are the
I
8th best team or
I would
9th
put
best
the
team.
Bucks over the Niners right now.
No, if they played tomorrow, I'm taking the Niners.
I don't know.
I would take the
don't
Bucks.
know, Yeah.
No. Number 14, the Steelers.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like it. I like it.
15, the Cardinals, moving up a little bit. What? What'd I do?
Tycho's feeling really disrespected.
I
right now.
feel
I don't
very
blame him.
disrespected.
I don't really care.
I'm very curious where you have them. Is it the
Okay.
next team?
I'm on 16.
Yeah.
The Seahawks.
Oh my
So
god.
we've dropped. after a win.
After a dominant
power
win.
rankings.
After Caleb Williams' best win and the Seahawks just lost to the Giants, they have the same
Well,
record as
where
the
did
Bears.
I put the Bears last week?
16.
For
sure?
Wait,
Yes.
you have the
Interesting.
Seahawks there and the Giants lower when they have the same record and the Giants just
No,
beat the
Giants
Seahawks
are 2
in
and 3.
Seattle.
No.
Oh, no, they are 2 and 3. I thought that. Yeah.
I
No,
also
my bad.
just still don't think the Giants are a good team, personally.
Exactly
If
where
the
the Seahawks
Seahawks
should be
and the Bears play tomorrow, I think the Seahawks win.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
That
I
Seahawks
believe that.
defense is
actually-
terrible. Offense is good. Bears defense great.
I think Caleb Williams have a fucking game.
I apologize if I made them drop. 17 the Jets.
Dude.
The Jets above the Bears is fucking travesty.
That's
No, I
embarrassing.
genuinely think the Jets are above the
Dude,
Bears. Yes.
really?
Yes, absolutely.
I would bet against
Dude,
the
you
Jets
were like,
to
what?
win.
We never
is
put stuff. Like, they
insane.
just beat the Panthers. I get they put up points, but
You are Chicago's number 1 enemy right now.
I
don't give a
You're
fuck.
gonna get a lot of flack.
I
in
don't
the
give a
comments for
shit.
that.
They played well, but do it against a better team.
I mean,
The
you
Jets
have
at 17.
multiple.
Play your fucking schedule.
You have multiple 2 and 3 teams above the Bears.
Yes,
and they
I
just had
do.
their best game of the season. Caleb
Yes, I
Williams
do.
looked the best he has. Yes, it was against the Panthers, but that's what you're supposed to do against bad teams. And
Yes,
that's what
I do.
good teams do against bad teams.
They just
Okay.
I'm going to bat for you, man. This is bad.
Yeah.
Where are they next?
What number are I on?
18.
Saints.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Adam.
I do realize now that I look at it, I dropped them a little bit further than
You
I
dropped
probably
them
should've.
at least 4
After a
spots.
the most dominant game they've
No,
had.
hands up.
Yeah,
hands
you
up.
fl- you
But we're
flubbed
gonna play.
that
You have the Saints over the Bears?
You flubbed.
Yeah,
that one.
I think the Saints are still a good team.
The Bears.
Oh my.
Why?
They're an average team.
Why do you think the Saints?
Well,
are so
they
good?
were
They've lost
pretty.
3
They
in a
were
row.
pretty. They were pretty close.
They've
to,
lost 3 in a row.
No, that game was never
They were
that
doubled up. It was
close.
26-13.
19 the Chargers.
Dude.
Oh my
holy
God.
Shit. This is a troll job,
And
right?
the Chargers in the. No, I'm not trolling.
You're trying to piss Taco off the one day he's on this week?
This is insane.
The one day Taco's with us a week, you're trying to fuck with him like this?
You have teams
Wait,
on
if they're
buys.
not next, I'm gonna kill you.
Chargers. If the Chargers and the Bears play tomorrow,
I'm taking
I'm
Bears
taking
are
the
beating them.
I'm
The
taking
Bears,
Chargers.
like the Bears defense is good enough to keep them in any game
I
against
think
any team.
I think you're underestimating the Chargers.
I think
defense
you're
is good as well.
underestimating the Bears defense.
I think you've made a mistake and you're now just dying with the take.
Possibly 22 Broncos.
Oh my.
Wait, you skipped
Oh wait, no.
20
Oh, I
and
missed.
21. Yeah.
20 Bengals. Sorry.
The Bears.
No, Bengals.
Wait, you had the
Jesus.
1-4 Bengals.
Yeah.
The Bears
yeah.
have curb
No.
stomped
Did
the
you
Bengals
forget
right
about
now.
the Bears?
No.
Are they on the list anywhere?
Yeah, they are. They're next. 21 Bears. By the way, Bengals and Bears play tomorrow. I am 100,000% betting on the fucking Bengals, and every single person in here is. Every
I
single
mean, you're
person.
wrong.
No,
Because I
no,
wouldn't.
Because the Bengals don't have a defense.
I don't give a shit. They just went toe-to-toe with the goddamn Ravens. They will be fine.
They'll go toe-to-toe with anybody because their offense is good. And,
And if the Bears fucking play the Ravens, they are getting curb stomped.
Are the Bears next?
Yes, they're 21.
Okay.
22 the Broncos.
Broncos should be higher than the Bengals. Broncos should be high. The Broncos should be a lot
Oh,
higher.
because their record?
Yeah, I apologize to
They're 3 and
Broncos
2.
fans.
And I still think the Bengals are a better team.
It seems as though the vitriol of the Caps Off listeners has shifted a little bit away from Jack and towards me on my Broncos take. I'm getting a lot of DMs, a lot of comments about it.
Good.
I had them winning 3 games this year. They've won 3 games already. All I got to say is my record prediction still possible.
Adam, you have them at 22, the Broncos?
Yeah.
They should be above the Jets. They fucking
No, I
beat
don't.
the Jets.
Again, Jets play the Broncos. I think. I
What just happened a week ago?
I understand that. That's totally fair. That was a poor saying on my part. But I still think the Jets are a better team, and I have faith in the Jets to be
The
a better team
Broncos,
by
the
the end of
Broncos
the
have an
season.
elite ass defense and an offense that can
No,
move the
it's
ball.
So funny how I'm the Jets fan here, and I am in all agreement that the Jets should be 22.
I
and every team should
I
slide
understand.
up.
I have no rebuttals to that. I realize I'm going to lose on that one because
The
they just lost to the
Broncos
Broncos. Just let me fucking be.
Yeah, move on.
Broncos are a good team.
No, they're not. I still don't think.
I still don't think the
are
Broncos are
good.
that good of a team.
Me neither. They beat the
They
Raiders.
played the
What they do.
Raiders.
They're a good team.
They beat the Raiders. I
Oh, they
think-
put up 34 points. What else do you want them to do?
The fact that they're not a
Had
bottom
pick
5 team.
six.
We had them a bottom 5 team for the longest time.
But they're not that anymore. That's the all right. Continue.
23 the Colts.
Yeah, that feels like a good.
24
spot
the
for them.
Rams.
Yeah, I would maybe have them above
Sure.
the Colts. I don't know, they're
25
1
the
and 4.
Giants.
That's really low for the Giants. That's disrespectful.
No, it's
I
not.
think it's a
That-
good win, but the
who do
Giants
you
are not
wanna
a
put
good
them above?
fucking team. The
aren't-
Giants play the Bengals next week, and I'm going. The Bengals are going to win that game.
I might put 1,000 on the Bengals.
And 26 the Dolphins.
That's high.
I don't think.
I'm
it's-
curious who's below them, but yeah.
27 the Jags.
Jags are better. Right now.
No,
Right now they're better.
dude, you were saying like they were the worst team ever last week.
I literally did not say that.
There's just.
I think you guys said that on the episode I was not here.
No, you
Nope.
were here.
You were here. 28 the Titans.
Yep.
29 the Raiders. I actually was going to put the Raiders 32 solely because they should be starting Aiden O'Connell in solidarity, but I didn't. 30 the Browns. Wanted to put them at 32, but if the Browns make a quarterback change, things are drastically different. I have a stat to back up the Browns needing to be 32. 31 the Panthers, 32 the Patriots. That's my
feels good.
updated Week 6 power rankings. Yes, I messed up with the Bears.
Really
Sue
badly.
me. We'll try again
You
next
messed up
week.
with the Bears. You messed up with the Broncos. Can I see the
Jets
list?
are way too
Yeah, you
high.
can. Can I just get that stat about Deshaun? Because I thought it was the craziest thing in the world.
the Jets are way
You're
too
gonna
high.
fucking laugh.
What's
While he looks up this stat, I
Okay,
just
I
want to
got
throw
it.
it out there that Caleb Williams is like actually progressing as well as we thought. he
Caleb
would be.
Williams currently, and Pat, do not say it, has the 3rd lowest QBR in the NFL.
I hate
He's looked
QBR
good the last
stupid.
couple weeks.
QBR stupid.
45% of passes directed at Amari Cooper have been qualified and deemed as off target this season. We haven't seen an off target rate that high for a player with 40 plus targets since prior to 2011. It's literally been over a decade since we've seen anyone be able to be that inaccurate for one of that lethal of weapons. I just thought it was crazy.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson's ass.
Do you want to see this? I don't think it
I
matters
just want
that
to look.
much.
I just want to look. It's like it's nice to look at it, right?
The Bears are comically low.
I think the Giants should be higher than the Rams and Colts. I think the Broncos
I think you're way too high
should
on
be
the
higher
Giants.
than the Seahawks. Like,
I don't know.
Like,
It's a good list in most spots. It has some really bad misses.
yeah, the Bears are comically low.
sue me.
I might.
Tycho. Tycho's gonna kill you.
Do you want?
he
Should we
has a
go into
defamation
50K?
lawsuit
Should
on
we go
his
into 50K, or do you want to
Yeah.
go into something else?
You can do that.
Let's do 50K.
Holy shit! I just got an email from the Mount Everest Marathon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So he did sign up. Confirmed.
Holy shit! It did just say I need your more information from you.
You definitely just got
Oh my
scared
God.
there. Like, oh my God, I'm actually doing this.
I did because it says registration and the deposit. Oh my
Actually?
god! I swear to God. All right, let's jump into. We haven't talked about the 50K league in a long time.
Let's get back to it.
And I think after 5 weeks, it's the right time to talk about the 50K league. So I want to do 50K league power rankings, all right? So I ranked them, and I want to get your guys' thoughts because I don't want to make this about me. But some shit happened this week in the 50K league. And obviously, if you are new here, you should know. Tyler Hero's in this league. Jake Paul. Haley Welch.
Other
Caps
people.
off.
Chris DiStefano.
Chris
Handshake
DiStefano.
bets.
Wow, handshake bets. No, you guys are relevant.
Hey,
Whoa.
that wasn't
It's all right.
very
We're going to
nice.
make you relevant real quick.
We have more followers than you, bitch.
Yes, you do. We are, but this is our show. Yeah, so there's a lot of great people in this 50K league. Obviously, the winner takes all of $50,000. But power rankings, Derek lost this week.
Let's go.
Derek was
Undefeated.
undefeated and lost to defeated JoJo and Amanda.
Their
They were
team's
0-4,
laughably
and their
bad.
team is terrible. And yet Derek said that he would give any single person $200 if they were to beat him. He loses.
He fucking
and
backtracks
refuses.
like a little bitch, bro. Like, he's like, oh, well, like, that was before Rashee Rice and Jonathan Taylor got hurt and Saquon's on a bye. Oh, no,
like you need
cry
that-
me a fucking river.
Same with every
pal.
other team in fantasy football having injuries and buys. Yeah, so and then I say that, yeah, no one else is dealing with injuries or buys, man, it's just you. Then he claps back, Pat, you guys just lost to the worst team in the league. If I were you, I wouldn't speak in
You
this
did
chat.
just lose to Jake.
I'm a former champ. I can say whatever
That's
the
true.
fuck I
That's
want. in that
absolutely
chat.
true.
I have a ring that he will never fucking put on his finger.
I also say, like, we're in, not that this is about another league, but another league we're in with Derek. He's 0-5. So,
Is he really in that league?
He's
Yeah,
literally
he's so
0-5.
funny.
And
His
he's
team
already.
is
So, let's get to the power rankings of the 50K league. At number 10, we're going to start with it's Jake Paul's team. He's 1-4.
It
appears.
so, dude, just tell people his lineup.
I'll be honest,
Oh
it
my
appears
God.
he's just stopped paying attention, which is fine. Mike Tyson's
He's
coming
got a
up.
big fight.
Yeah,
coming
he's
up,
got to
but
lose a lot of weight.
This is the worst.
His starting lineup this week is going to be Jordan Love, Chase Brown, Alexander Madison, Mike Evans, DK, some tight end because Kelsey's on bye, Zay Flowers, Jacoby Myers.
His team sucks.
Yeah,
So
it's a bad
bad,
team.
bro.
Moving on, number 9, JoJo and Amanda. Got to give them credit, but they're
Also
still a
terrible
goddamn bad team. They're 1-4, huge win against Derek, but the team still stinks.
They're starting Ezekiel Elliott.
yeah.
It's no way. It's that bad.
Well, just for this week, actually, they have Gibbs and Singletary coming back. This week.
Number 8, Chrissy Chuletas, Chris DiStefano at 2-3. Good team, but refuses to trade with us, so I'm going to start boycotting his shows. I don't think he's that funny either.
He's
because
actually
he won't trade
hysterical.
with you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
His team is loaded.
Chrissy, I'll trade with you.
His team's
big
loaded.
Chrissy
His team's
D fan.
actually really good, Adam.
His team, it's good, but it's at 8, and he won't trade with us, so that's that. Number 7, caps off, huge win. Hey,
There we
we're
go.
fucking back.
Hey.
Yeah, we
Let's
needed
go.
that.
We're
We
2-3.
needed that.
We're 2-3. I
We-
wanted to put us high.
We won and we benched Tyreek, who actually had a good game.
I'll be
That's
honest, our
crazy.
wide receivers
Yeah.
are stacked, and we're just got to weather the
Tyreek
storm
back?
with
Tyreek back.
with Tyreek. And
We'll
Tua
take him.
being out, we need a running back. We're going to talk about this afterwards, and we're getting Devontae Smith back. Our receivers are pretty fucking loaded.
Too many, though. That's a problem.
It is a problem. Our receivers
You
currently.
want us to offload one for you?
Our receivers
one?
are currently
Tyreek.
we're gonna
Wait,
talk
wait,
about it.
wait,
Wait, no,
wait.
we're gonna talk about it. That's gonna be the next part. Our receivers are currently Terry McLaurin, Chris Olave, Brian Thomas, Josh Downs, Tyreek Hill, Dontavian Wicks, Devontae Smith.
We
so
need
we got
to
a
get
lot.
rid of one of them.
We
I'll
might
take
be
the
talking
best
a trade
one.
after this. So number 7 caps off. Number 6, Haley Welch. Look, you have Josh Jacobs, Bijan, but Puka on IR. 3 and 2, but I think handshake bets is better.
I'm
at
shocked
number
you have us
5.
at 5.
Yeah, I do. I think
You guys have a good team. It's just
We
not.
have a good team. It's just not gelling. The pieces aren't playing for
paper,
each
it
other
looks
right now.
good, though.
This-
On paper, our team's
You guys are the
sexy.
Jets.
your team, Josh
Yeah,
Allen, Brees
fuck.
Hall, Derrick Henry, Godwin, Debo. Darnell Mooney's been great. Rashid Shaheed's been great, but you have Devontae Adams, who's hurt, who's probably going to get traded. Jerome. You have JSN.
bench is sick,
you have
dude.
Rico. Like, you have a lot of pieces. So Yeah, I think you guys are. I still think you guys are a good team.
You guys are rich and.
At number 4 is Bo Nickel, Bo's best team at 3-2. Weather the storm with Joe Mixon out. Has Chuba Hubbard. He's got a lot of a good team.
Which he picked up off of waivers. Mikey Locks dropped Chuba Hubbard, a starting running back.
Which is not a crazy move, but
I think it's a crazy move. He's a starting running back.
Number 3, Tyler's talented team. That's Tyler Hero. Hey, Tyler. Thanks for the win, buddy. Thanks for the win.
You beat him?
Yeah. I'm just happy that training camp's back. You look like you're gelling with Jimmy. You're playing dominoes with him. It's good. And I'm proud of you. In the press conference, they asked him, "Do you want to be a starter? Do you want to be a bench player? What are you?" He said, "Hey, I'm going to listen to the best coach and the best GM in the league, and I'm just going to do what they tell me to do."
Easy answer to that is I want to be a winner.
That's what he said. I just want to win a championship.
Okay,
Tyler,
Yep.
appreciate that.
Well, you're
Keep
not doing
same
that in
energy.
Miami, buddy.
Okay, well.
Yeah, come to New York. We'll take you.
Number 2. Still gonna be Derek.
Yep.
Follow us back, dickhead.
He has not followed us on Instagram yet, so
Totally
you
fair
are.
ranking.
I don't care if you are undefeated. If you will not show love back to us, I am not going to put you high on the power rankings.
Do you guys follow him? You should unfollow him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hold on.
you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
unfollow
unfollow
You
him.
do it right now. Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna unfollow Derek. You can't do shit.
Yeah, that's a good unfollow.
What does he think? He's just like
Yeah, big time.
bigger than us?
Think he's big time?
shot? Yeah.
I think it's a big time move out of D.
I think he does think he's big time.
I think it's definitely his big dick in you guys. It's a little bro move.
Follow, unfollow.
There you go.
Yep. Fuck you.
And it doesn't say follow back, correct?
Nope, it
Yeah.
does not.
of shit.
For comms, Derek's team is Jaden Daniels, Alvin Kamara, Ramondre Stevenson, Christian Kirk, George Pickens, Cam Akers, Kenneth Walker. He has Jonathan Taylor, who was hurt. He has Saquon still on his bench. Barashi Rice being done likely for the year. I think that's the most common report that's
that
happening
is
right now.
coming out now?
They're checking at the surgery. No matter what, it looks like he's going to be out for the fantasy season.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you go running back heavy. He
a
needs
risk
to
you
trade one
take.
of those.
It's a risk you take.
And at number 1, which is a shocker, 3-2 record, I'm putting Rizzo and Locks. They added Kareem Hunt into the fold.
Yeah.
That is a guy that can be honestly a low-end RB1 with the type of usage he's going to get.
He got 27 carries.
It's ridiculous.
Insane.
27?
Garrett Wilson looked great, 22 targets. They now have T. Higgins into the fold. They got Malik. Like, there are a lot of pieces there. I think Rizzo and Locks are a team that if they make a big trade, they can go out and get really kind of anyone. So that's the 50K League power rankings through week 5. Any thoughts?
I'm confident in handshake bets gelling. I believe in our team.
Yeah, you think? You said you want a receiver.
Yeah, Tyga, would you do it? So
All right, wait. Live negotiation, 50K League trade. HSB, caps off. I'll give you Tyreek Hill right now for Brees Hall.
Tycho, can you? I need you. Like, are you at all interested in this trade?
What is the actual?
The actual trade is
Tyreek,
going to be 1 for
Brees Hall,
1.
one
You guys could
swap.
use a high-level wide receiver and can
We could
wait.
use another running
We could
back.
use another running back.
Quarterback? Like the wide receiver we're traded for doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah, it's a gamble of Tua comes
He put
back
up
and he's
13
healthy.
last week.
It's literally
And,
just a
well,
we
touchdown.
think
He had the touchdown.
we
should've
make
had
this
that.
trade if we think that Tua comes back in week 8 and he is healthy for the rest of the
So
season.
for comms, looking at your team, like I genuinely like when Jack and I were talking about this, it's your wide receivers are going to be loaded, but fortunately you do have Chubb there and Rico and other running backs. So it does worry me how stacked your wide receivers are. The problem is we got to take this. What are you fucking sighing for?
There's nothing I hate more in a trade discussion when then my trading partner tries to tell me how to manage my team and what he thinks about my team.
What do you mean?
And being like, oh, we're gonna make your team so
No,
good.
that's not
by doing
no,
this.
no,
I don't
that's-
even
hold on,
want to
shut the
do
fuck
it.
up, shut the fuck up.
I don't
shut
even
the-
want to
no,
do it.
No, I'm telling you I want to do it. I'm just saying to you,
you're not
right?
being a good negotiator.
I'm not trying to. We've had this conversation for 2 weeks now. We
Yeah,
tried
we
making
have.
this trade last week. You spit in our fucking face.
I did,
We're
and I
doing
was
this a
very
live
polite.
negotiation right now. I'll give you Tyreek Hill. I don't need to convince you. I still think your team is going to be good. I just put you 5
Pat,
in power rankings.
reality of the situation is that we have 2 running backs on our roster. We probably need another. Brees Hall is a guy that we would like to have on our.
Yeah, but
our
like
ball
we
club.
would be left with no running back.
We would
Rico
have Rico
Dowdle's
Dowdle
gonna be
would
the
be our
guy.
RB2. which
Shake
is
up the
like-
fucking league.
It's not like the
Dun-dun-dun.
worst position to be in, but I don't love it either. It
And
is a
if-
2
and
flex
Chubb looks
league,
good in
which makes it
practice,
very
too.
interesting.
If we didn't have
You
so
guys
many
have
wide
Devontae
receivers,
and,
I would be holding right now.
I mean, yeah, our wide receivers could be Godwin, Debo Samuel, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that scares the fuck out of me.
which is ridiculous.
So by the way, am I
And then we
supposed
could
to?
just like sell like Darnell and Shaheed.
Am I
And
supposed to
like-
shit on your
and
team?
JSN. Like we
Like-
also have Rico Dowdle. We could maybe package all of our pieces, but no one ever does.
There's a
those
live
big
negotiation.
No one does
big
those
piece.
trades
Yeah, because
they
they're
think you're
stupid.
getting fucked.
There's a
They-
live
they usually
negotiation
are.
going on right now on this podcast for
I'm
the 50K
interested.
League, which is fun.
Well, the only problem is James is not here.
Yeah. and
Well,
I'm-
hold on. It changed, but he came to you. Like they both approved last week, and then you turned it down. If anything,
yeah. So
No,
feels
it
like
wasn't
you're
a
the head
pat
guy
turn.
in
No,
charge.
it's not. It's I discussed it with James, and it's a 2-to-1 handshake bets. Always operates on a 2-to-1 majority.
Well, then why
rules
didn't we get it? last
Because James ultimately flipped I convinced him that I didn't like the trade.
All right, are we doing this trade or not? I don't want to dwell too much on it. Shake up the league.
No,
I'm not going to be pressured into a.
I'm not agreeing
trade.
to a trade on a live podcast. I'm not doing
Wow, that's
You guys
crazy.
realize that.
Let's discuss off air.
That was kind of the point
That was
of
kind of
doing
the
that.
point was to do it.
I know, but I don't like. I'm not just look, man. I'm not. I can't just
Call
make
James.
a trade. I can't.
Call James right now.
I'll call
yeah,
James.
call
I'll
James
call
right
James.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point
Let's
is
do
like let's.
I hear you. I understand, but like,
Our
can
bosses
we?
want us to make content about this.
I don't
understand.
give a fuck.
Yeah, I also understand.
give a fuck.
But I also like don't care too much. But like, can we?
Don't give one fuck.
All right,
not-
for
they're not- they're
comms.
not down your throat.
For comms.
We're revisiting the Tyreek Brees Hall trade. You're live on Caps Off right now.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hi.
Hey
Hey.
James,
Hey,
what's
James.
up, man? How's Chicago? I heard you got a new girlfriend.
No,
Congrats.
no,
shut
no.
the fuck
Whoa,
up. We're here to
whoa!
talk
What
business.
the fuck?
It's all right.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Can you? What the fuck was that?
I'm defending my guy. What do we think now?
Am I on speaker?
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Can I talk to you?
No, no. You're on a podcast, dog.
People got to hear what you.
Yeah, no,
gotta
just
hear.
talk
James,
out loud.
this
Talk
is
out
live,
loud.
man.
I want to do the trade. That's all I gotta say.
All right, let's do the
The
trade.
Jets are a fucking nightmare of a team. They're gonna go 3-15
Are
or
we-
3-14.
like Rico Dowdle's gonna be our RB2, which I don't hate.
I'll take him.
No, we had Nick Chubb, bro.
I know, but the Browns' offense is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, so is the Jets.
Yeah,
So it's the Dolphins.
dude, I'm just yeah. So is the Dolphins, and like, what if Tua's
Dumpster
not
fire
healthy?
trades.
I hate making trades. Trades are so
Let's do it.
fucking
Let's just
scary.
do it.
No, I don't want to just do it because I'm live on a podcast and I have to say yes for the
No,
for the
let's
clicks.
do it. No, let's do it.
You're in.
Yeah, I'm in.
We just got a 3-0 vote.
Well, do you want to do it?
Look at
No.
this.
Dude, Tyreek Hill won us the championship last year.
He did. Yeah, Tyreek did win us a championship last year.
Go get your
But so
guy.
did Brees Hall. Brees Hall was on that championship winning team.
Yeah, well, maybe.
This is crazy. I just
All right, let's talk through the Jets season right now. All right, Pat.
this is a lot. This is literally a live
Yeah.
negotiation.
The Jets-
Who's the new head
I'm
coach?
sorry for
Our
those
defensive
listening.
coordinator.
I hope they can hear.
It's not good.
They could
Our
definitely
the projection of our season isn't great. Braylon Allen obviously scares me. Brees Hall hasn't been able to get anything going on the ground. The Jets offense has sucked dick. But I don't know. It's just fucking. We are fine at wide receiver. Like, it's not like we need to make a wide receiver move. We have wide
You
receivers
think
for fucking
Rashid
days.
Shaheed and Darnell Mooney are going to do that every week?
No, I think Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, and Debo Samuel are asshole.
Who's going to start in the flex then?
Rashid Shaheed, JSN, Tank Dell, or Darnell. We'll pick one of them and
You
go
just
match
got to
up.
remember, like 5 minutes ago when we got yelled at for trying to talk through the trade. I'm just gonna stay quiet. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like we're giving this makes it.
I can't
makes
even say
sense.
hi to my
Like,
friend who I
Nope.
haven't seen in like a week.
This is
so,
bullying 101.
Like,
Hi, Jack.
hey James, sorry, Pat and Tycho
All right.
don't want me to talk to you.
We still
and
got a
say
lot
hi.
to get
I
through,
know, it's
so
not like they can cut this video out.
no.
Guys,
Okay, Pat.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm against it is because we don't really need Tyreek if Darnell stays Darnell.
Yeah.
He's-
Trade
okay.
declined. Trade declined. Love you, James. See you soon.
There's no way we literally just declined a trade because of Darnell Mooney.
He's been so sick, bro.
On a sell high list is Darnell Mooney player number 1.
Oh, Adam reads fantasy football articles.
you guys think Darnell Mooney
That
rest of
was-
the season is
There's
better
still a
than
chance I
Tyreek
accept this
Hill?
trade off air. I just do not like the idea of being
Well, if
pressured
I
with
have to-
cameras and a microphone in front
If
of me
I
to
have to,
accept the trade.
I hope you would have thought about it. I wish we cut that 10 minutes out.
Yeah.
Apologies.
No,
for
it's a
fucking
good,
listening.
fun discussion. People
That
just saw
wasn't
live
fun
how
at
it
all.
goes. Yeah, it was.
Everyone knows how trade discussions go in their fantasy leagues. They do it too.
Yeah. No trade.
All right.
All right. Well, there's no asset. I was
It-
hoping we get an
these
asset.
Are they? This is like for everyone listening. They're trying to guilt me into making
not
this
at
trade
all.
because
You
they want a
literally
piece of
this
content
morning
from it.
walked into the office.
You
and
want?
said,
You're like you.
let's
just-
revisit the trade.
and
Yeah,
you
I
just
said revisit. I said
and you just
revisit.
said on air, give me Tyreek Hill.
I said yeah, and then I talked to my friends and went against it.
Who
That's
all
how trades
just
work.
said yes, do the trade.
What do you think
And
you're
then-
gonna trade Tyreek
and
for
then
fucking
one-
Rico Dowdle?
And then one fuck says,
Clearly
let's
I'm
do
right.
Darnell Mooney, and it's like, yep, declined. Like Darnell Mooney was the fucking swayer.
Clearly, they just want me to.
Jesus
they want
fuck.
to peer pressure and content pressure.
This is
me
not
into
peer
making this
pressure. I
trade.
offered it last week.
No deal.
We literally did it off air last week.
No
so,
deal.
Yeah. This
All
is
right,
fucking
fuck
There
you
might be a
guys.
deal off air. Who knows?
No.
We don't negotiate with
We don't
terrorists.
negotiate with terrorists at all.
Nope.
All right, I want to go through updated win totals because that's fun, and I don't want to make that too long because you don't like that.
I'm just in a bad mood now.
I'm just
get
annoyed.
over it.
All right, so yeah, I wrote down all these names, but let's see. There's some fun ones here. I know you wanted to do a 49ers revisiting of their schedule.
What are we doing here?
We're gonna
Are we doing all 32, or do you just
we're gonna
have,
go through all 32.
Okay,
I have every
yeah,
single
tee
one.
it up.
Yeah,
rapid
so
fire. Let's do it.
So these are updated win totals through 5 weeks. So I wrote down all these teams, their current win totals, what they are through these 5 weeks, and what their record is. And I want to say, are you going over or under on each one of these teams? Let's start off with the Cardinals. They're 2-3. Their over under is 7.5.
Under.
over.
I think that's as good
That's
as it gets.
perfect.
I
Yeah.
think it's 7.
It's almost like they got a good.
Yeah, that's why I think under because they go 7 and
I think
10.
it's
they got
like-
some good analytics on this to
yeah,
make those
yeah.
numbers.
The Falcons, they're 3-2. Their over under is 9.5.
Over.
Yeah, I like the over. I see them getting to 10
I like how
wins.
Kirk's
Over.
playing.
How could you not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go slightly over. I'm gonna go 10 wins. Ravens 3-2. Their over under is 11.5.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I had them 12-5 at the beginning of the year with a tough start. See, no one talks about those
Yeah,
predictions.
no,
where
no.
I hit the nail on the fucking head with the
It's good, it's
Ravens.
good, it's
good.
Perfect, and no one cares.
No, they don't
I'm
give a
taking the
fuck.
over. I like them getting to 12.
I'm gonna take the over as well.
I will too.
It's just the way that they're winning.
They look
just
so
were
good
able-
now.
Bills 3-2. Their over under is 10.5.
The Bills.
I'm gonna take.
Suspicious.
I think I'm
gonna
gonna go
take under. I think they
slightly
go
under. I
10-7.
think they go 10. Yeah,
I'll go over. I think they still get to 11
they
wins.
probably do.
Yeah.
Panthers, they're 1-4. Their over under is 4.5.
Under.
Yeah, 4-13 feels.
Andy
perfect.
Dalton had a good week.
Dude, these are so good.
Like,
The Bears, they're 3-2. Their over under is still set at 7.5.
oh my God, over.
They also have a pretty. Oh no, they have a tough schedule.
No, they have to
actually
play
have like the third
all the
toughest.
teams in their division that are better than that.
Yeah, they haven't played any division games yet.
I
Yikes.
think they're
I
gonna.
think they're gonna get swept.
I think they're gonna go 7-10. I think I'm gonna go under. I think it's right there.
They have to
I'll go over just because I think Caleb Williams is gonna progress.
They have to
more
go
throughout the
5-8.
year.
I like the over. I like them getting to 8-9.
Bengals 1-4. Their over under set at 8.5.
Wow, that's crazy. Any idea what their schedule's like?
Nope.
I'll go 8.5.
8.5.
I'll go over. I could see them getting to 9-8 and still missing
Same,
the playoffs.
same.
I'll go over.
I'm going over. Slightly over.
I'm
It's right there. They know what they're doing.
gonna go under.
Wow.
I don't think they get to 500.
Browns
this year.
1-4. Their over under set at 5.5. I'm going over.
Oh, do you think Jameis Winston?
Yes, because I think at some point
Nah,
it's the same logic with like the Dave Canales. And I said this with the Browns. I do think that the Haslams are forcing Kevin Stefanski to. I think they have him hostage and are forcing him to start Deshaun because of that contract.
That is why I think under.
I'm gonna go over.
Deshaun Watson is a fucking travesty of a quarterback. He sucks.
Quick interruption. The Robert Saleh firing was strictly a Woody Johnson
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
Straight
Yeah,
from the
that's right.
ownership
Which
at
is
the top.
the
No one
worst
else
you can do.
discussed. Yep. That is an ultimate panic move. Jesus Christmas.
Straight from the owner.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's fucking Aaron Rodgers talked to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Browns, what are you doing? 1-4. Their over under is 5.5.
Under.
They are a
But you're making
horrible
over
football
just
team.
assuming Jameis takes over at some point. I like that.
I would hope he does.
Cowboys 3-2. Over under set at 9.5.
I'll take the over. I don't think they're an awesome football team, but they're always a regular season team. They're gonna get
9.5 for the Cowboys.
I think they'll get going. I'm gonna take
I'll
the
take
over.
the over for the Cowboys.
gonna
They
take
get to
the
10. They get to 10.
Yeah, Broncos, they're 3-2. Over under set at 7.5.
Under. 7
Under.
and 10 is their record.
I think over. I think like 8-9, 9-8, barely miss a wild card feels right.
That's
No, you're
insane to me.
reacting.
I still don't think they're
Lions 3-1. Over under set at 10.5.
That's suspicious ass line.
over.
I think
Love
the-
10.5. They get to 11.
I think the North is loaded.
It is. They will beat up on each other. You're right.
They're all like a 10 and 7.
I think
They're all
over
around
because
there.
the Lions still might be the best team in that division.
That's fair.
So
Well, I think they could go and split every division game. Like they do a split.
I'm gonna go-
I
I'm gonna
think-
go slightly under.
I think they sweep one of the Vikings and Packers, and then maybe the Bears.
Did you hear that? Bears split.
No,
I'll
no,
take
the
the over on
line.
10.5. I'll take the over.
I'll take the slight under at 10 wins. I'll take the slight under at 10 wins. Packers 3-2. Over under 9.5. I'm gonna take the over.
I'll take the over on that. They get to 10.
I think the over. Jordan Love will get cooking.
I could see the entire NFC
being like
North
10
being
and
10 and 7.
Yeah, exactly. Texans 4-1. They're over under set at 11.5.
I think over. I think their division's pretty ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 6 wins.
I was gonna say under. If they were in the NFC North, I'm taking the under. But
Yeah.
since they're in the AFC South, I will be taking the
Totally
over.
agree. Colts 2-3. They're over under set at 7.5.
I think under.
I think under too.
You start Joe Flacco.
They're very uninspiring, the Colts.
I'm gonna say because it's like what's best for the Colts right now
They're not gonna
is
win 8
vastly
games,
different than
bro.
what's best for the Colts in the future.
I know they're gonna put Anthony Richardson.
They're gonna
back
put
under
Anthony
center
Richardson
as
back.
soon as he's ready to go.
I'll take for that reason I'll take the slight under. Jags 1-4, 6.5 is their win total.
Ooh, that's
That's an interesting
that
one.
is one.
I'm gonna say over. I don't know why. I just feel it.
Yeah, I would love to know what their schedule looks like. Another AFC South team.
They're like
I'll take the under on
It
6.5.
just feels like a 7-10 team.
I agree. I'm going to take the over. Chiefs 5-0, over/under set at 13.5.
Wow.
The highest win total.
14-3 is crazy.
I'm gonna
in
say
today's
under,
NFL.
But I don't think they lose more. Like
I'm
I'm
gonna
taking
say the
over.
under.
Fuck
I'm
it,
gonna
man.
take
They're
the
the
chance.
Chiefs, dude.
I'm going to take the chance.
I'm gonna take over just because it's the fucking. it's the
Are we
fucking
getting
Chiefs.
to respecting greatness territory, or are we still in hating greatness?
If
I'm
they win,
hating.
if they win the Super Bowl, it's like full bow down.
Full
I'll suck
respect.
to you.
No,
Yeah.
it's not because you got your guys' team doesn't lost them.
By the way,
Well,
there's
with
already.
the-
It's also already full respect.
Yeah, well, with like the Warriors, it got to a point where it was just fun to watch how good they were.
The
Was
Chiefs
it?
are.
Yeah, like
I'm a Warriors fan, so I have no idea what.
No,
people
like
think.
I didn't
Oh,
like
yeah,
the-
what?
I didn't give a shit. It was totally fun.
like
There was
people
nothing,
hated
dude.
him. I
No,
don't know.
peak
No, it
Steph
was
Curry
fun.
and peak Warriors
Yeah.
was so.
The
fun
one
to
thing I'll
watch.
say about the Chiefs, and I was listening to a podcast this morning talk about it, is like their bottom 5 in like passing rates and everything. They just are so efficient.
They just
and
know how to win.
execute.
Yeah.
But they are not like some team that's on the field all the time and exciting to watch. So I don't know if they're like exciting to watch because they're more inevitable. But
Can you imagine how
we
unfair?
expect them to be?
I'm gonna take the under. I think 13
you
wins
say?
is a lot.
Can you imagine how unfair they would be if their entire team was healthy right now? If Rashee Rice, Marquise Brown, and Isaiah Pacheco were all part of that offense.
But
With Xavier
the
Worthy
reason
and
I think
Travis
Andy Reid's,
Kelce.
but the reason Andy Reid's the best coach is because he is going to adjust like no
I
coach
know, I'm
does.
just saying, dude, it'd be unfair. If all those guys were
Raiders
healthy.
are 2-3, over/under 6.5.
under.
I think they're kind of a shit show.
I think they're not a good team. Hopefully, Aiden O'Connell gets run for the rest of the season so they can see what they got in AOC. He's definitely the quarterback of the future in Las Vegas. I don't think he is.
Under Chargers 2-2, over/under 8.5.
That's a great number.
That's a perfect line. It's basically, are they going to go above or below 500?
I'll take.
I'll
go under.
I weirdly think they could win 9 games. They
I think
just,
they're
like,
8-9.
They're just boring to play against. That's their style.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a weight. That is how teams are winning in the NFL today. Because that's how the Broncos just won a game.
I still think under. There's just not enough
Jim
talent.
Harbaugh is one of the best coaches of our generation.
I think
Yes.
people just like him. Like
That,
he's just like
well,
a
it's that, and I think he is good X and O's too, and he's a great leader of
He's
the
a really good
self-awareness.
defensive.
Yeah.
The Rams 1-4, over/under 6.5, which is sad.
I'll
'cause
go
they have
over
all
on
this
the
talent.
Rams.
I'll go over. I just think Sean McVay's too good to not get.
Was it
7,
6.5? You
6.5.
said.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go over.
I actually might go bet that.
If the Rams get
real
a top
tall.
5 pick though and they get a quarterback, they're right back into
Yeah.
that full contention of the
Is
NFC.
Puka supposed to come back at some point?
Yeah, he'll come back.
Yeah,
Then
only
they'll get to
because
7.
Stafford's aging.
Correct.
Or- okay.
I think they're going to draft like a top 10 quarterback, have him sit under Stafford for a year, and then take.
My
over.
favorite, and this is my favorite one of the entire win total, the Dolphins 2-3, 7.5. It's over. It's over. It's over.
It's under.
It's over.
I don't think Tua comes back very soon.
I like the under, not even because of Tua. I just think that you guys are gonna be 2-4 by the time you get there, and then what? You need to win 7 of 13. I think if my math is correct. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see-
You guys were in a
Dolphins
good
7.
football team before Tua got hurt.
yeah.
I don't know. There's something about narratives. Dolphins were a bad team to start the
Yeah,
season 2
totally,
years ago. The last 2 years, I think it's going to be the opposite.
Okay.
I just
I think things are going to flip.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The NFL's a soap opera. Vikings are 5-0. Win total's 11.5.
over. Have you seen their schedule is a cakewalk
Is
the
it
rest of
really?
the year.
Well,
They
we
have
did
played-
it.
They're
They're done with their.
yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna
done
take
with their
the
hard
over.
games.
I'm going to take the over as well.
We were just talking about how good the NFC North is.
Yeah, but that's. I think that
They've
even
only
if they
played the Packers.
even if they split,
I'll go under.
They just beat the Packers.
I'll
in
go
Lambeau.
under. I've been singing that they're still not a sick team, which is probably stupid, but give me the under. Give me 11.
No, I think they're going to win
11
like
and 6.
12, 13 games, but
13
like
is crazy.
not what I'm
Pats 1-4, win total 4.5.
under. That team
Under.
is horrible.
They're not the Patriots.
I'm excited to see
anymore.
Drake May do something though.
Yeah, I'm going to go under as well. I think
They
they're
are
at
not
4
the
wins.
Patriots anymore.
Giants, they're 2-3, win total 6.5.
Over. They lead the league in sacks. Fun fact.
I'm going to go under because of their division, too.
I'm gonna
like
go under.
Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders are all
I think
sick,
the Giants
and
are a
they
good
haven't played any
football
of them
team.
yet.
I
Or
know
they
you
played the
do.
Commanders once.
I think they're a bad football team. Jets, they're 2-3, win total 8.5.
Under.
I'll
I
go-
don't think they go above 5.
I'll go
Such
over.
a good one.
I
think
have
it's
to
9.
go over.
I think it's 9.
The Jets have a pretty easy schedule for the rest of the season. It's
I don't know
not.
their
It's not
schedule,
tough. It's a pretty winnable schedule. I see them getting a 9. I
I
think
just
we can
don't.
get to 9.
Right now, I don't see the Jets being an above 500 team.
Yeah,
The Eagles, they're 2-2, win total 10.5. I'm taking the over. I
I'm
think
going to take the under. I don't think Jalen Hurts.
I'll go under too.
Yeah.
I think they finished 10-7.
10-7 feels right for the Eagles.
That's fair. Steelers
Especially with the
3-2, win total 8.5.
Over.
Over
'cause Mike
is Mike
Tomlin doesn't
Tomlin.
go below
Yeah,
500.
Yeah.
Until he does. You
Yes,
see the
until
shit
he
with
doesn't.
George Pickens?
Yeah.
The George Pickens stuff is like people think he's gonna get traded.
Because of
Because he's
everyone
just-
else that got traded for behavioral
Yeah, it's
issues.
just like one of those. Niners 2-3, win total 9.5 over.
Over.
That's not even.
Wait, what?
That is the freest
I'm
bet of all
gonna
time.
deposit and bet that.
There is absolutely no way that the Niners don't win 10 games.
I might put like 500 on that.
Seahawks.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's insane.
No,
That's
it's
a
9.5.
crazy line.
I'm
What
gonna
are
take
the
the
odds on it? Minus 145.
I didn't screenshot that
Sorry.
part. Seahawks. They're 3-2. Win total 8.5. Jack, you got to do it.
I'm gonna go under.
I go under too.
Being a hater.
Not even being
Their
a hater.
defense is horrible.
I'll go
Defense
under
is-
as well.
is
I'll go under
Swiss
as well.
cheese.
Bucks 3-2. Win total 8.5.
Over.
Over. I think
Easy
they're
over.
a 10-11 win team.
Same.
that's fucking
Titans
over.
1-3. Win total 5.5. I think they can get to 6.
I'll go under.
I think they can get to 6.
Will Levis
why
is
do
the
week
worst
5
quarterback.
buys exist?
That's
and,
such a stupid buy.
So
and
pointless.
last but not least, the Washington Commanders. They're 4-1. Win total 9.5.
I'm gonna go under.
I'm just slightly under. Yeah, I feel like
9.
Jane Daniels is great, but he's gonna
Defense
cool
figured them
off
out.
a little bit.
Defense-
Yeah.
I'm gonna go under as
back
well.
to earth at some point.
And those are the win totals.
I would also love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong on the Commanders.
Yeah, dude, wow, the Niners is at 9.5 right now.
I really
That
am
is-
gonna bet that.
I want to give.
Yeah.
I want to give one of you. One of you guys take the floor. I've been yapping.
Oh yeah, happy to.
Yeah, I can do the blind taste test. You guys want to do that?
Please.
All right. Let me know which running back you think is better, player A or player B. All right, I got their season-long stats so far.
You sent it to us, yeah?
Yep, through 5 games. But for the audience, I'm gonna say it out loud as well.
No, I know. It's just wow. I got a text again about the fucking marathon.
All right, so player A has 234 rush yards on 74 carries, 3.2 yards per carry. Player B has 197 rush yards on 65 carries, which is exactly 3 yards per carry. Player A has 2 rushing touchdowns. So does player B.
Okay.
Player A, if you can look at it too.
Yeah.
I've sent it to you guys. Player A has 15 receptions for 165 yards, so about 3 a game, no reception touchdowns. And player B has 21 receptions for 148 yards and a reception touchdown. So like pretty similar stats, a little more receptions. Player A has been tackled 11 times for a loss of yards. Player B has been tackled 8 times for a loss of yards. Both these guys have only broken 2 tackles all year. That's
not good.
Yeah, that's really bad.
That's
Longest rush for player A is 36. Player B's is 30. 94 rush yards after contact for player A all season long. And player B is 131. Player A has 3 rushes of 10-plus yards. Player B has 4 rushes of 10-plus yards. Those are the stats.
Both guys are
Done
pretty
yapping.
ass.
Yeah, what's the consensus thoughts on how these players are? They good at football, bad at football?
Ass.
Average.
Sure, average, but they're like
Their
impressive.
yards per carry rank like around like 20 something in the league.
Yeah, so a little below average. I mean, none of these numbers are good. Literally nothing is
Nothing is good about this.
Maybe
right?
the 21 receptions for 148 from a running back. That's 4 catches a game.
I'm gonna go on. I know
11
I know one of these players for sure.
I know-
Solely because I know Jack Perotti.
I know
2
who both are
broken-
now. Actually, now that we
Can I say one of them and you finish off?
Yeah, I know exactly who these guys are.
I know one of them is Bijan.
Yeah, and the other guy's Algier.
Nope.
What?
You're
But
completely
he
wrong.
1 and 2. None of
Nope,
them are Bijan.
Neither of them are those
Really?
guys.
Damn.
Oh.
Player A is DeAndre Swift. Player B is Breece Hall.
Bro.
Breece Hall has been that bad, and we have not been talking about that enough this year.
He's been
Wow.
that bad.
He's been that bad.
Holy shit.
He has been comparable with DeAndre Swift, who people are shitting on
Should we have made
for
the
being
trade?
bad at football this year.
I feel like we should have made the trade.
Wow.
But like I was just looking up stats. I was like, oh,
I genuinely thought it was like
Breece
a
Hall
Bijan
hasn't
hate.
been. I was gonna do a Bijan Algier one, but I didn't want to do that. But I was like,
Oh,
this is
man.
interesting because no one's. A lot of people are talking about how shit DeAndre Swift has been.
People
this year.
are talking about Breece Hall,
And-
but I didn't know it was this bad.
But the fact that Breece Hall is on the same. Like, look how comparable
dude,
that is.
yeah,
stats-wise.
he's
It's
worse
insane.
than DeAndre Swift.
Arguably, yeah.
No, not arguably. On
makes
pretty
sense
much
why-
every stat you just gave me here, he's worse.
Makes sense why you didn't want to do the trade.
Dude. This is a tough pill
boy.
to swallow. As a
So
Jets
it's
fan.
like, who'd you rather have, DeAndre Swift or Breece Hall this year? Actually, pretty good debate.
And it's like you can't even
Which is
blame
crazy.
you can't even blame the offensive lines because the Browns is the Bears is one of the worst in the NFL.
Yeah.
The Jets haven't been able to get any push, but Jesus Christ, this
So
is
is it Breece Hall or
this
is
is
it
a
what?
look at yourself
I
in the
feel
mirror
like this
moment.
puts you kind of right in a great spot to do your ranking then, Pat.
Yeah, it does, but Jesus, that's tough.
Sorry, I knew you weren't gonna like it, but I thought it was a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, what's the Niners record?
2 and 3.
That's ass.
So is yours.
Yeah, but I know I'm ass.
I'm not.
So
I wasn't doing this to shit on Breece Hall
Then what were you doing it for?
because I thought it was really
for
interesting.
whatever it's
Yeah.
worth, before the trade talk came up, he had this
Yeah.
stat thing going
Yeah,
on.
this
So-
wasn't just.
That is a great segue into what I wanted to talk about. So I ranked the 10 worst picks in fantasy football. So this is based on like where you drafted them and how good they have been thus far.
Yeah.
And somewhat projecting forward, but not too much.
It has to be projecting forward a bit.
A little bit. But this is the list, and
Number one.
the easy number one is Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
You drafted him first overall to be the
Even
best
if
running
you
back.
drafted him top 3, it's a
He
terrible
might
pick.
not play this season.
I don't think he's going to.
He has Achilles tendonitis in both legs. The
He
German
was-
doc said, you're fucked, pal.
But he was on the field last week, so I think he's going to play.
Just because he was with the team?
No, he practiced. And didn't have any
Either
flares.
way, he would be the worst, no doubt, if he doesn't play. Even if he comes back, there is no chance he has remotely the volume to be close to what his draft
Unless
stock
you
was.
unless you drafted Jordan Mason as well, you are fucked.
Well,
if you
that's why I
drafted
said,
McCaffrey.
and that was the first take, and it went mega viral. It was like the number one pick is by far the worst to have
Yep.
because you have to have the strongest conviction that that person is going to return on it. And yeah, you could say CMC if he stayed healthy, but all offseason he had an injury. So it's like you were just
I am
hoping
the
he'd
biggest
be
clown
healthy.
ever because me and my buddy talked ad nauseum about not drafting CMC first overall because of the injury concern, and then we folded at the end. We had no conviction, and we took CMC, and we didn't fucking handcuff him with Jordan Mason.
You have
but
to.
You
it is
have
because
to
I was
handcuff.
fucking at Komodo on a Friday night. This
stuff.
draft was at 8 p.m. on a Friday night, so I
Yeah.
wasn't locked in for round 15. My bad.
have to be.
Anyway, number 2, Brees Hall.
Because
It's
he was right there as well. Yeah.
he you took him top 5 probably, and he had a good first 3 weeks. The last 2 weeks have been alarmingly bad, and even the first 3 weeks he got those numbers because of receptions
Touchdowns, yeah.
and touchdowns. And then the other most concerning thing is you have Braylon Allen, who's now going to take 40% of the work every game. You drafted Brees Hall to get guaranteed
be
20
bell
touches
cow,
per
yeah.
game. No matter what, he's going to get 20 touches. That has very much changed. So it's now you expect him to get 15 touches, and he's not even being efficient.
Well,
with
my
those
fear
touches.
is not as much performance as it is Braylon Allen coming alive.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear.
Exactly.
But I
It's-
think Bijan should be 3 then.
Bijan's 3. I actually
Yeah.
had him flip-flopped, and then I changed it after hearing Jack's stats. I had Bijan 2, Brees 3, and I flipped it because of the stats that Brees Hall is worse than DeAndre Swift this season, which is insane.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Bijan Robinson, another guy who was probably drafted top 5 in PPR leagues. All of the offseason reports were, we are going to feed this guy the biggest
We're gonna
fucking...
feature.
He's
That was
going to
it.
be featured. That word. That was
Yeah.
the buzzword, featured. And Tyler Allgeier's taken half the work away.
Uh-huh.
And Bijan has not been efficient with the touches. He doesn't have a touchdown yet this year.
No, it's fair. It's
And
totally
that
fair.
offense has been great. He's just not scoring touchdowns. He's not
fair.
part of it.
Which means like, oh, we don't even need to use
Which
him.
you don't. And they're trying to win football games. They're not trying to win your fantasy football league.
Yep.
Bijan Robinson at number 3.
This
At
is
number
where I'm
4.
excited to see. This is where I think the list actually begins because those to me were pretty easy.
That
those
was
3.
the easy 3, yeah.
At number 4, I have Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
it's hard
nothing,
because I don't think
yeah.
it was a bad pick where it was. Like at 3 because
is
you could've-
now.
Well, yeah, but like the same, like CMC, I can make the argument like had injuries, should have been almost prepared. When it comes to Brees, obviously we didn't project it, but Tyreek is bad because of the Tua injury. But at the time, I don't think it was as bad of a pick. Like, yeah, hindsight right now, it's like holy fuck, Tua got injured. But even still,
you do feel
week
a little
1
better
he
about
came out.
picking Tyreek because it's not like he sucks. It's just he has no one to throw.
Well,
to.
these
Correct.
all of these are hindsight things of like,
Yeah.
oh, this was a bad pick in hindsight
no,
because
but
I now
like,
know
you
what
can,
happened.
You can live with yourself picking Tyreek. The other guys you can't really.
I mean, we said you were not picking CMC at 1, so that felt.
Go after.
At number 5, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
He was drafted
22 targets.
In some leagues, he was drafted in the first round. And
I feel like
he,
at most he was.
and at least the
Yeah.
top 15. And through the first 4 weeks, he was not even a top 40 wide receiver. He had his breakout game. He had 22 targets in week 5. So there is hope. I could be very wrong on having him at number 5. But he has been very disappointing. Everyone thought he could lead the league in receiving this
yeah.
year.
Who's
Yeah.
6?
6, this is an interesting one, is Jalen Hurts. So the reason I have
Okay.
him here is because he was that quarterback with Josh Allen. They were
QB1
1-2.
potential, yeah.
QB1 potential. You're taking him in the first 3 rounds, first 4 rounds. The reason I have him here is because I took him early in one league.
Interesting.
And it dismantled my team.
Yeah.
I don't have that
You could have
fourth.
had him or like Nico Collins.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I don't have that 4th running back or wide receiver that
Because
gives
you
my
went
team
quarterback.
depth. My team is now so thin. So if you drafted Jalen Hurts, you haven't gotten that absurd quarterback performance that you
35
need
point,
to
yeah.
make it worth drafting him. He doesn't have a lot of rushing touchdowns. He's throwing a lot of interceptions. He's turning the ball over. He has not remotely delivered on where he was drafted.
I'm going to nerd out real quick.
Please do.
Expected fantasy points added. Jalen's like one of the top up there. He's going to be fine.
Expected.
Expected, not
Yeah, which
actual.
means based off of the circumstances, he should have points.
What's
He
up,
will be
Tycho? I
fine.
saw you put
No,
your
you're
hands
good.
up
Keep
a
going.
second
Keep
ago.
going.
Oh, okay.
Timer.
At number 7, I think you guys made this draft pick, Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
He is in a full running back committee now with
Why
10
do you think
picks.
we want to try and
Yeah.
get Brees Hall?
That is a complete 50-50 backfield
Tank
now.
Bigsby looks better.
Tank Bigsby looks
Tank
better.
looks better, for
Etienne was
sure.
going in what, the top 20 picks in most leagues? Top 25
He was like
at
a
least?
late
Second
second.
round.
Late
Yeah.
second. So you drafted him to potentially be your RB1. You guys
No, we
did.
did.
Yeah, yeah, no,
He
we
was
did.
supposed to be your
Yeah,
RB1.
fully.
And he's not
Misread
even
that
going to be a RB2 to end this season. He's going to be maybe a top 30 running back. And so I think where you drafted him, you're not happy about it.
No.
Number 8,
I
I
hope-
have Josh Jacobs. When A.J. Dillon went down with an injury, Josh Jacobs shot up draft boards into the top 30. People are drafting him to get 20 touches a game, be a guy that you're not even worried about volume.
But he's still getting the touches.
But
he's
he's
not
not
scoring
doing shit with them.
touchdowns. He's not scoring touchdowns.
He's not
He
doing
doesn't
shit
score,
with the
yeah.
touches. He's been so
I don't know.
disappointing.
I think he's been disappointed because you expected him to be like a bell cow top 6 running back. But I think he's going to be fine. He had carries. He hasn't scored touchdowns. He finally got in the end zone for his first
He's
time.
always gonna get that
Jordan
one.
Love's
He's
back.
RB11.
Huh?
Is
he really?
RB11.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I feel a little silly about that, man. Number 9.
It's got to be a tight end, please.
No, yeah. Oh wow. I'll add him.
Laporta's
Yeah, no,
gotta
I'll
be
add
on
him.
this list.
I'm actually. Very good point. Number 9, Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter where you drafted him, it was in the first 50 picks
So was it,
probably.
Dude, I just picked him up off waivers.
Yeah, he is on waivers in leagues.
And you want to know the worst part?
And I think that's a bad pickup.
You want to know what's funny?
Well, no, 'cause I had
It
Evan
wasn't.
Ingram and I needed
There were
a spot
4
start.
touchdowns thrown. 2 of them went to Isaiah Likely. 2 of them went to Charlie Kohler.
Yeah,
I don't even
zero
know what
to
the
Mark
fuck that
Andrews.
is.
Yeah.
It's Mark Andrews. Thank you for throwing that out, and I feel stupid for not including it. Mark Andrews. Every week you're getting a tweet about where is Mark Andrews? Is he just running cardio out there? He's not getting any targets. It's not
Yeah.
even like he's getting targets and doing nothing with the targets. He is just not a part of this offense
Yeah,
anymore.
it's bad.
I'm curious if he's gonna like. Is it gonna be like a Kelsey where Kelsey now looks like all right? This Travis
No.
Kelsey.
I don't know
No, I
because
don't think
their
so.
offense is doing great without Mark Andrews being a part
You
of
got
it.
to have this guy at number 10.
what-
It has to be. He was higher. He was picked way higher than Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
I think
it could
he
be.
might be like he is in there. The consideration.
Okay, I'm not gonna put him there just because I should.
Just say who you got.
I have. You're talking about Sam Laporta.
I'm talking about Sam Laporta.
Okay, the 3 I'm considering are Sam Laporta. Michael Pittman is someone that I have in here.
Sure.
He was getting drafted in
No,
the first 4
I agree.
rounds.
I
and
just think
he's-
Sam
Kyle
Laporta.
Pitts.
People expected him to be
Kyle
the tight
Pitts,
end 1
'cause
again.
Kyle Pitts was drafted like in the 70s. And
Who are you
he's
doing at
all
10?
right. At number 10, I am going to go with
Like Laporta has been as
let Adam
non-existent
do
as it
number
gets.
10.
Yeah, you pick number 10.
Laporta.
It's probably Sam Laporta. He went,
Laporta's
what,
been
second round?
non-existent. He was tight end 1 last year. He went in like early second, 3rd round, and people were expecting him to be the tight end 1. Set it and forget it. The tight end landscape is terrible. Sam Laporta was a waste at the third round pick.
The other one I was considering to wrap that up was Rashad White, another guy that was
yeah.
drafted
Not
to
bad,
be an
yeah.
RB1, and he is now a complete committee with Bucky Irving, and he hasn't done shit in the first 5
He had
weeks.
one really long run.
Pat,
Yeah.
that's a good list.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't. Hate it.
I don't mean to rush us, but I want us to do as fast as possible first team all pro because we have 4 minutes.
We have to do that. We have to do that. All right. Here's our first team all pro through 5 weeks of the NFL season. Starting at quarterback.
Jaden Daniels. Gotta show love. No?
No.
Did I miss
Lamar
one?
Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's definitely Lamar,
Lamar.
Jackson. I thought that was a given.
Could have been Baker.
I thought it was Jaden.
No, it's Lamar
I'll be
Jackson.
honest. Yeah, it's Lamar. No qualms.
Back-to-back weeks that he has led his team to victories in
No
dominant
qualms. No
fashion.
qualms. No qualms.
Sure. Yeah.
RB, running back. I feel like it's.
This one's tough.
I gotta put Derrick Henry. I'm sorry. It's starting to
Whoa.
even out.
You could.
He did. Yeah, he didn't have a great game. He had a big run in OT that made his numbers look a little better than they were. He had like 30 yards going into overtime, and then he broke off a 50-yard run.
been
Yeah,
good, man.
like
So
he
that
actually
definitely-
that skews.
But that's
Yeah,
how.
excuse
But
it.
he performed.
Yeah, I don't know who.
Derrick Henry, like, okay, let's just talk. I'll be the fantasy nerd. 15 or 16 points, 29 points, 33 points, 16 points. Like, he's been pretty damn consistent. He's been still Derrick
me
Henry at his
look.
age.
There's one other
And
guy
he
I'm
has
considering.
7 touchdowns, bro.
It's got to be Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I think it is.
don't overthink
No,
it.
the only running back averaging more than 6 yards per carry, or the only player averaging more than 6 yards per carry this year is Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry's at 6.
Jeez Louise,
They've
wow.
been one of the most unstoppable duels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
Derrick Henry.
that's crazy, bro.
It's really cool to see a team like have a vision and then actually execute on it. Like everyone's
Yeah.
like, you have Lamar Jackson, you have Derrick Henry, run the damn ball.
Do we agree on that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Wide
Derrick
receiver
Henry.
1.
Nico still gotta be right.
Yeah, he went
or
down
Jamar.
with the injury.
Nico, wide receiver 1. Jamar, wide receiver 2. Welcome back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wide receiver
Welcome back,
3.
Jamar. His stat of like he has 10 touchdowns of 60+ yards already in his career
Yeah,
is
and he's 24.
absolutely absurd.
Yeah,
That is
I
so
saw that on the
ridiculous.
broadcast. I was like,
Yeah.
that's fucking
Wide receiver
crazy.
3. We got to be quick.
I would say Jettas still, bro.
Is Jaden Reed a name to consider?
Not yet. Not yet, but
not
he's out.
yet.
I still go Jettis. I'll be honest.
Jettas has
Still
4
going
tutties. There's only a couple other players that have that.
So
Like,
Malik Neighbors gets out because he was
He was
hurt,
out because
so-
he was hurt.
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's how it is. You have to
Yep, you got to
keep
show me
playing.
something.
Yeah.
And then tight ends.
Dude, you know, like Is it Travis Kelce?
I think it's
No, it's Brock Bowers.
It's
Oh yeah, Brock Bowers had another sick week.
he's been better.
Right.
I'll be
Oh
honest.
yeah. Brock
Tucker
Bowers.
Kraft.
Brock Bowers.
Tucker Kraft. No,
I think it's Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers had another really good week.
and
That's
he had
like
a sick
3
catch.
out of 5.
That touchdown he
All right.
had was
Yeah.
a
Brock
straight
Bowers. I
monster.
know
Yeah, Brock Bowers.
Kelsey though creeping.
Kelsey
Dude,
is starting
it's
to
so
come
funny
back,
that the
man.
Titans are so ass that Kelsey, who was horrible for 3 weeks, is like, well, he might be the best still.
Yeah.
All right, well that's our first team all pro through 6 weeks.
There we go.
All right.
5.
5 weeks.
Yep.
Through 5 weeks, you're right.
There you go.
That's our first team all
Attaboy,
pro
way to
through
be.
5 weeks, yeah.
Just by the way, real quick before we go, we have like maybe a minute and a half left.
Yep.
The 49ers right now are first in receiving yards, total receiving yards on the season, and 32nd in yards per catch.
Brock Bowers is that dude.
Thoughts on that?
No thoughts at all.
Wait, check down Merchant.
No,
check
the
down
opposite
Merchant
of
my
check
ass.
down
Brock
Merchant.
Purdy check down Merchant my ass.
Everyone go bet the Niners win total at 9.5. There's no fucking shot that team doesn't win 10 games.
We're going to go revisit those trade talks after this episode. Thank you for listening to our Captain's episode. If you do live in Florida, you live in Tampa specifically, please be safe. Go find somewhere safe.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, praying for the people of Tampa.
We'll
That shit
see
looks
you
like it's going to be
yeah,
terrible.
We'll see you Friday for our predictions episode. Love you.
Bye. See you.
Caps Off is brought to you by Better, starring Adam Spachnik, Jack Perotti, and this guy Pat right now, who we don't know if we're officially giving a seat to.
Cool.
Make sure to check out our socials at Caps Off Pod on Instagram and Caps Off Podcast on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link in the description. And as always, be sure to download Better and play Better Picks with promo code CAPSOFF to play the best daily fantasy football app on the market.